the July meeting of the New Point Town Council meeting and now come to order. I'm Jeff Schaub, the president, Gary Wolf, the council. When yelling, watch it. Tina,
Well, we've been here this year now.
Lacy shouts. Okay, we'll stand for pledge of allegiance, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag. of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Everybody knows the monthly minutes from the last meeting, the town's money and how much in sewer and all that is in the office on the counter, right? Please, they want a copy of it.
And as soon as it's signed,
Yeah.
we will send it to Matt Schuyler and he'll put it on the website. Yeah.
Be on the website, so I signed, we both of you signed it, so yeah, it'll be on there if you want to look at it. I think everything looks pretty good on there. All right, moving on. We'll do the. Mike, you want to go first? Anything we got for us?
I think I mentioned last time, and I gave you a copy of the report we have to put together for the risk resilience and then for the emergency response. So we'll go through that. I'll try to get here one day next week or the week after next. We'll go over that. Then based on that, then we'll put together the emergency response plan. And you'll keep a copy of that at your office and give a copy to the fire departments.
I didn't make it to the EMA meeting. Did anybody? Didn't, Archie didn't go either. No, they never said anything to me, you know, you guys would be more.
Yeah, we'll go through the whole questionnaire. The other thing is of the inventory. And I looked at the report you got from Strand. So there's enough information in that report to go ahead and put that together. And hopefully I'll probably get that to you next time.
That's the benefit for him.
Yeah, that's what I said. I just went over Strand's report. And Strand has everything in there, number of hydrants you got. And that was kind of like that about. So I'll go over that and I'll put that into the plan. And then you can go ahead and keep track. In office, there's a sheet that you have to send to SRF. And just to say that you have it. So you don't send the whole plan or the whole inventory. You just send the same sheet says you have it done and it's available in your office. That's it. ERPs do have basically unless something changes in probably this every 5 years. Unless something changes in your system, same thing with the asset management plan. Well, if you add something to it or add or something, it'll be in computer format for your spreadsheet. So you just add a number, whatever it is. Okay. Be pretty easy to update.
While we're on the subject of Strand and Associates, I talked to Steve Rubin. I was talking to Mike earlier about this. Well, he was certified. Talked about the distribution of illicit water into our sewer system, which that means is downspouts, sub pumps, and if we've got a crack in the drain line or something. That's what illicit water into our system is called.
Mainly, if you got a lateral leak or something like that.
And he said what some towns have done, they just go out and put a $10 fee on everybody that is on your sewer. But if you give us the right to check your downspouts and make sure you don't have a sub pump in there, dollars is gone.
Is this a month?
Yes, it's gone. But there's no other way we can, we gotta get the okay from the property owner to check it, otherwise we don't know. Steve told me that City of Greenwood has done that, we're just a town, in a little city. Other smaller places have done it, then we don't get him. He used the word illicit water distribution in our system. It's kind of a fancy name, isn't it, for,
Yeah. I don't think I would have used that anyway.
maybe that's what it just. No, I don't know, I'm just talking about this because it was brought up by him, how some of these towns are looking at ways, and I believe Oldenburg had trouble.
No, quite a while ago.
You start, I don't know where our bill was this last month, the base, but was it? Higher?
It's about 95 when they go paper from 95 million.
That's typically now.
Typically what you do, you'll make up a sheet.
Yeah.
And they'll get a chance to sign it. You know, it's like I told you before, what happens typically with a lot of towns, when you come in for service, then you have to sign an agreement that they can check
Right.
your sumps.
On new hookups.
Yes, well, not just new hookups. If you have a new owner, you get the new owner, because he has to come in and sign up for service. So you get the new owner to sign that sheet that he's not gonna have any with it, that you have a right to inspect. And then once they sign that, once you check that they signed it, that's when you don't have to worry about surcharging them anything. Now, you're talking about the guys who won't sign it. So that usually tells you that somebody's got an issue.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand some people don't want you to go in their house,
I'm understanding it.
but,
So we've got a, we could run what, 7,500? Better than 17,000.
yeah, you say that's some big items. And that's costing you quite a bit of money. And it doesn't need to,
No, that's just rain.
Yeah.
You go from the ground and run down that creek.
and that's what, Batesville's charging for rainwater in your system. I definitely want to check out at that subdivision.
Yeah. That meter we had that we send the basement or did you read and send that? How often would we have that? What do you call that? We check it.
Which needs to be your, supposed to be.
When does that come up? Do you know, Randy?
I'm not sure. Me, the reading that I get put on the chart, give it to them.
Yeah, when they come in and check it,
Calibrate.
calibrate
It needs to be calibrated.
I'm new to this spot. For that.
You have to buy calibrate, they do what they're doing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did. It counts.
We do February, once a year, I think it's in February.
Let's hear about when I was talking to Steve about, this is just something that he brought up. There might be other ways of figuring some figure. But it's, Randy, what have you got about the sewer, anything or?
Everything's going well for once. It's pretty nice.
We put a chain on that gate over there because.
Yeah, take. I don't think that was a couple of people or, yeah, you might want to get in there, but. Sometimes it's wide open. I do, I am working on this, there's like a hybrid strain of weeds around there. They're not taking to the spray very good. I sprayed that gravel drive right there 3 times. It's working somewhat, but besides the fight against the weeds, everything's going pretty smooth.
Well, let's move around the building here all over up next to you. Okay. Nothing else on the sewer, Mike?
Wish you got something. But like I said, Tina, I'll probably give you a call. And I'll probably come in, probably not next week, but the week after. And I'll be. Is that a warning? Okay,
We're gonna vote a big old party called Day. I'm so sorry. I don't look at that.
All right.
is there anything else that we need to do? Financial study? Yeah, that's the only thing the state wants. And basically they want that if you borrow any money from the state, they want that in the legislature passed that law requiring it. So when push comes to shove, we'll have it done. You'll have it on record and you'll just go ahead and sign that and send it to, I think you're gonna send it to, I find it, the IFA. You send out a copy to the IFA, Now, I have to check and I don't think you have to send it to IDEM, but you do have to send it to IFA. Because there's a financing arm for it, and the finance authority.
For a bill, we have over $55,000 left.
Oh, we just got that one bill, it was a statement, and what we owe. USDA,
Okay,
I think we still owe that, and the finance said it's about $55,000.
So we're getting closer to paying out. 5 years it should be done.
5 years, and yeah, you need that free, we have learning ability.
What would we,
so the only other thing I got is, if you contact USDA RD, they lost a couple of people, so they're having to kind of do a round robin kind of thing, go from office to office. So if you needed to get a hold of them, you're just call me, and I'll call down state, Craig, and see who's assigned to the area currently. We lost 2 people from the regional offices, early retirement. So they're trying to, and they can't hire everybody right now, because the hiring freeze. Yeah, not like they ever had a lot of people anyway, but. Yeah, there's a hiring freeze, so they can't hire anybody, so they're kind of, going from region to region. That's it. Mr. Simmons, you can say.
Okay, next up is patron comments. The floor is open.
When are they gonna start on the tunnel?
What now?
When are they gonna start on the tunnel?
On the tunnel,
Yeah, you said something about they was gonna cut that tree down.
I was hoping they would be on that, we're supposed to be on the list with,
Didn't work none.
Tim Ortman and, Todd Howe. I had talked to Todd Howe over a year ago about it. He said, yeah, I'll put you on the list. Then we ran into Mr. Ortman. You guys talked to him, right?
Right, we didn't have a clue.
He is that name, so it's, probably when that culvert won't shoot out. That's.
Things is done.
It's, I would like to see it get done. I mean, the county is doing a lot of chip and seal right now.
Oh, yeah.
It's, is a cheaper blacktop, but it's just a small band.
About time we get to regular cars.
Yes.
Exactly.
And I thought the railroad tracks would have been done on those on the break in July, if it didn't happen, so.
We said it'd be October, November.
There can't be anything else there. All right, next up is gonna be sanitary sewer liens. I have a page here to read on that. All right, ordinance 2025-5, New Point Sewage. An ordinance for charging for late fees to unpaid sewer accounts. Indiana Code 36-9-23-31 addresses the consequences of failing to pay sewage works fees assessed against real property. If fees are not paid by the deadline set by the municipal legislative body, they become delinquent. The 10% penalty is to be added to the delinquent fees. Right now it's $6 or it's $5. So it's going up $1.66, right?
Well,
10%.
yes, but if you have a business and that 10%.
Yeah, it's very good. Okay, 10% penalty is to be added to the delinquent fees. The municipality can then sue to recover the unpaid fees, the penalty, and reasonable attorney's fees. Delinquency fees become delinquent when they are not paid within the time frame established by a municipality's legislative body. Penalty, a 10% penalty is automatically added to delinquent fees. Recovery, the municipality can initiate a civil action to recover the outstanding fees, the penalty, and any legal costs, including attorney's fees. Action in the municipality's name. The lawsuit is filed in the name of the municipality. Adopted this,
And you guys got a one.
really what it is. It's going from $5 to $6.66. That true,
Basically.
basically. That.
Did Spencer anything up?
No, I didn't.
Well, you know, you can still use liens.
You
But
know,
we do,
we got,
we do.
gotten there. I vote to
That's gonna be a small claims.
well, that's,
raise.
okay, if we have to, we'll do what we have to do.
Well, yeah, if you don't, if it's not a property owner and you have a renter, then that's what you can use. There's no property to assess. So on a renter, you take them to small claims. That's basically, that's what you had in there. So, if, you know, homeowners have, it's gonna be, because they got property.
Right,
So we okay with this?
we do.
Yeah,
Okay, I vote to do that, raise it from $5 to 10%. I got bills.
Well, we don't have a guy that works for the sewer, not in Lakesville. Like, he told us that we should not be charging a flat fee, we should be charging 10%.
it's different percentage. Yeah.
All the great.
But also, if you're into baseball and trying to do all the
Once you get past, you want to read this other paper first, again.
Which one's that one?
This one is resolution 2025-4.
Yeah.
And let me read this one too, then this is constitution. But resolution 2025-4, the new point policy for sewage liens updated July of 2025, lien filing process. The town council would like the lien process to be carefully monitored on a monthly basis after the billing cycle. Reasoning to decrease the need for liens at all. Also, the sewage operational account is used for maintenance, repairs, and current expenses. Liens will be initiated by the town office sewage staff. The lien process will start with identification of non-payment of 3 months minimum residential rate of $198.72 or more. Sewage lien letter will be sent to the property owner. You contact our office within a 2-week time frame. The unpaid liens will be reported at the courthouse by the clerk treasurer. Pre-printed check will be taken to the recorder's office at the time for recording fee. All liens once filed must be paid at the treasurer's office at the courthouse. Path for recording inside the courthouse. First, clerk's office for notarizing. Second, auditor's office to begin recording process. Third, recorder's office to pay with a check from the sewage account for the recorder's fee. Fourth, pick up the lien papers after the recording is complete. We then have the originals. Fifth, after lien is paid, take a pre-printed check to recorder's office for the release copy of the lien. Payment will be made along with property taxes twice yearly.
Okay, what that is, guys. Our old lien was $250 or more, and we had a lot of people. Abusing it, so we wanted to knock it down a little bit more to get 3 months for it. You know, if you haven't paid your bill 3 months, chances are then you're not going to. And we'll just go ahead and get the lien filed before the old ordinance of 250. And
Yeah.
instead of,
That's untypical.
I'm sorry,
That's not untypical.
a 3 months.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, different places you got to go to.
Yeah, you do.
Just-
Yeah, just to file a lien. Yeah, you sure do.
But all the costs of the lien go back to
Yes,
the person that you filed against.
yes.
And hopefully, when the names are filed, and if they don't pay it, it goes to the property tax. The courthouse will, twice a year, be done on the property.
Right. You cannot just pay your property tax and not pay the lien.
Right.
They go hand in hand. You can't go down and say, well, I'll pay my property tax, but I don't want to pay the lien. No, doesn't work that way. You pay the lien and the property tax. You have to roll, so. And that states that.
And then this one here is only 10% instead of a flat rate. It won't be like a, say, a $5 filing fee. It'll be 10% of what the
Yes,
actual lien is.
yes. And we'll.
Plus attorney cost, if any of it.
Well, that's only if you get to the lien,
Okay,
if he gets the lien for the other one, but
okay.
that one mainly is, and we'll put it on the postcard when we send out next month's bill, that the late fee now comes to 10% instead of $5. And that's just basically, as we were told, giving the town more money for these guys. You know, I got somebody coming here and said, well, I don't care if you charge me $5 late fee. So they pay about every 2 or 3 months. They'll come in and pay the bill. But maybe, I don't know.
Well, you don't use the attorney to follow the means,
No.
but if you go to small claims, then you're gonna have attorney.
Yes.
And that's where you recoup the attorney fees on small claims cases.
Yeah.
So we need to vote on this 10%.
Yeah, you have to vote on, all of
I
them.
vote to go from 10% over the $5 fee.
Over the.
I second it.
I agree.
Yes, that thing, we should have a higher thing, which is. We got to sign the other one. It's. We've got liens in there that they finally gotten. How old were those liens? 30 years old, some of them that have been long, but they have to be released.
They haven't been released.
I want, they're all released now except for one.
Okay.
That's
different.
They're from,
Yes.
they're from back in 1998.
And it's showing up on their taxes every year? No, there was just no release.
It's really released.
They were there. And they were raised. It's-
What's the date today?
Somebody didn't care.
Let's see.
I care though, because if it were me, I wouldn't go try to sell my house, and there's a lease of 5 minutes. And I had paid it.
That's what he wants to get that release. So they can show that you're being included.
These people will sign to make sure you get them, so I.
And then you read that other release that you have with the fee limit, and then I will take care of that. Thank you. Who voted on the 2025 for the 3 months? Did you vote on that one?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
Okay, next up on the agenda is gonna be the ordinance for the speed limit reduction. An ordinance established speed limit regulations within the town of New Point, Decatur County, Indiana. Be it ordained by the town council of the town of New Point, Indiana, that whereas the town council of the town of New Point of Decatur County, Indiana, deem it appropriate to establish a decrease in the speed limit on all streets in the town of New Point to 20 miles per hour, and whereas the town council of the town of New Point of Decatur County have the authority under IC 9-21-5-11 to establish speed limits within the corporate boundaries of the town of New Point. Now thereof, by the powers vested in the town council of the town of New Point, Decatur County, Indiana, is hereby ordered and ordained that section 1 in accordance with IC 9-21-5-11, the town of New Point may establish decreased speed limits for all streets whereas determined to be appropriate. The New Point Town Marshal is authorized by the New Point Town Council to post traffic control signs notifying the traveling public of the maximum speed limits established for each specific street. The Marshal, Section 3, the Marshal of the town of New Point may issue a town ordinance violation citation to a person who violates this ordinance. Section 4, any person violating any of the provisions of this ordinance shall be deemed guilty of a Class C infraction, and upon conviction shall be fined an amount not exceeding as prescribed by the county court, or be imprisoned not more than as prescribed by the county court may, or be the subject of fine and imprisonment. Section 5, if any section, provision, or part of this ordinance shall be judged to be invalid or unconstitutional, such as justification shall not affect the validity of the ordinance as a whole, or any sections, provisions, or part thereof not adjudged invalid or unconstitutional. This ordinance shall be in full force and effective from and after its passage, approved by the town council of New Point, Indiana, Decatur County, Indiana, according to law. Reading 1, which we did the last meeting, reading 2, which we did the last meeting, reading 3 was which we just did right now. Said ordinance is hereby passed and adopted this 14th day of July, 2025. Now that speed limit goes into effect, but there's gonna be grace period.
It take about 7 to 10 days to sign it then. Well,
That's good. We're gonna use your judgment on all that.
How's it going at the good stop fight? Is it improved?
I'm sorry.
Is people stopping better at the stop sign?
Oh, yeah, stopping's better.
I think it's gotten a lot better over there because I don't see Mr. Helmick over there near as much. And the other state cop that was sitting there kind of blinded by John's garage over on the west side there. It was, now it's, we'll see what transpires when they build the new Ruby North, the convenience store, for Mark, there, it's been, you know, he was just one of those fun,
When does that start?
I have no idea. Next on the agenda is, we already discussed sanitary sewers and leaks, correct?
Right.
Okay, next up is alleys, streets and roads. Andy, our road money is gonna be real close to what we had last year. We thought it was gonna be cut a lot, but it's gonna be. But right now, you're a little bit over 24,000, I mean, last year we had 25. Is that correct?
It's like $24,302.
So we're close. Have you talked to them guys that,
I've got the latest quote to fix all the dips.
okay,
So he counted up 8 cutouts.
okay,
To be, paved, resurfaced. On that, so it's $5,400 and then we need one with. Come out, I think, yes, or once done, it's $695 for every additional one.
Good, because there's 3 of them here.
You just got-
a picture the other day with somebody in the car.
she took a tour with them, she said that the ditch were bad, and then she told them to drive slower.
Maybe we don't.
That's like it, though.
So that's that one.
In these ditches, most of them.
So that's what he did was 195. So that's just to do just 195. And again, if there's any additional that you want, it's $695 per additional.
What we got left, we have enough to do. Side street.
I'd have to go look at close real quick. I don't remember which one's up. Yeah.
See where we're standing. To do. I like the. Yeah, that's what he's up to, yeah, sure, do. I like this. I think that'll help.
Yes. The other thing is, you're gonna do this at the same time I do the cut out there to Y where it's crumbling and
Right.
deeds. That square section right there, I think he gave us a quote to do it. It's in the earlier quotes. Right down there to Y at 825 east
Okay.
and 195 there in front of the Dean property.
Is there any cutouts here? 200 feet down?
Down by the old bank, there's a couple, but those would be the only ones.
That's what I said. Yeah, that would be.
All right.
See, we got something to do there, dips. Check in dips on, 800.
My math is very good. If you
Right
got
now, yeah.
$23,000,
I know where they're at.
Yeah,
From the stop sign this way is all good. It's south of the stop sign. So I know that little section right there. Right.
Yeah.
One's right there at the manhole cover. And there's one right there at 212 and up here.
Yeah.
Thanks to you when they fixed that one up by the park.
We-
They did.
That's in, yeah.
So we'll see how much we got left to do these and fix that Y and
that might be the best thing for this year.
see what's.
That's how we can get, because we really need to get, that you're losing out on that, you know, that community costing grant money.
Agreed for this $1 million.
So,
But, Andy, I appreciate this. I like this.
All right, we'll get them rolling then. Yep.
Yeah, that's. Four people. Everything moved in the right direction here. Did anybody else have anything on the streets, dips and all that? Is there any back of the right? Ladies? One?
Between me and, well, like three, just right there at the manhole. But I don't mind it, it slows people down.
Well, that's, well, wait till they start going to morning, we'll see what they slow down.
I really hate to do much down there by that night. Cause I think something.
But we can look at these first, if he's done, you know. See where we're at. Again, I can't remember what the other quotes were, but. I want to say it's square it out, it's like 1,500 right there in front of these, but I'm not positive.
That's what.
You know. So by the time you add 3, 5, look at that. You're gonna be about either you got a one problem,
Yeah.
105. And well, I like similar phone.
So.
I thought I'd give them a one.
It's still recording.
I'd like to have them do them all while they're here rather than.
Yeah. But we know that we final cut off, we can add that in, we thought wide in here, we have that, we know.
I think you said there's 2 over by the old farm,
Right, yeah.
And then
So agree.
5.
That's times $700, $3,500. But I want to say that was about 1,500. So.
All right, that's good. Great. We're doing better. Yeah. Streets and roads and. Anything else on streets and roads?
Outside of their end or here. I will put new stop signs up, say I'm not going to do the speed limit sign. I've got a crash report for one of the stop sign or for the, crash, they got the sign down in front of their own property. I'll give it to you. I don't know what we have, no sign, we'll try to order that separate, and then go back separate. I'll put that one up separate. And
That's what we're gonna do, run over.
yes, so the time and, equipment used to be built separately. So-
Yeah, you got that.
She found one.
Okay.
It's 1,200.
12.
Both of them, okay.
And that was for insurance, right, on that?
Yeah, I mean, for engineering purposes, so we'll try to keep those separate, so they're not be built back.
That's good. And you appreciate it. Good. All right, item 6, waterways, wells and vegetation. I did call Mr. Pete Camp and talk to him. He has had surgery on his shoulder. So he's limited. He's not really supposed to do it. And he said he spends a couple of days, hours a day doing something, but first chance he gets, he will come over and look at that down by you, Kelly, to dig that out. And I asked him, do we want to just lay it on the side and let it dry or haul it away? He said haul it away. So that's what we do. I noticed the guy in the house. In the hill, they about 2 days.
Okay.
He did clean that ditch up pretty good down to it, but it's in the middle, it's gotta be dug out, that's what's good, bro.
And the neighbors behind me moved out.
So that's it, the old church. I did notice that he's got sale pending over here.
Yeah, I did see that too.
And 146 up there in sale. So that's good. How's it sitting empty or not good? All right, outbuildings and grounds here, we still gotta get that. What's that called, side or? Work. Mr. Ison's got his lift going again, so I'm gonna have to get hold of him and see about that.
We know the railroad.
Yes, we did, when we talked about that briefly, the railroad is supposed to be.
October, November.
It's gonna be. November.
They're working their way down.
Oh,
That's not right away.
I did, call him about the weeds back here. And it was really weird because he's like, well, do we own property back there? And I said, yes, we do. And someone that leases the other property where those buildings are. I only went within a week and there was somebody out there cleaning all those weeds. So I sent him a thank you and I said, I hope to see him back in a month or 2. But at least we got the weeds trimmed.
That's nice, I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
People will, you're nice about things, they do, like over at IMI, they used to live in Cattail. They keep that.
Oh, yeah, they do a lot there.
And while we're on that subject, there at the park, they are getting the new D-rail and all that around playground equipment. They got to working on it in July 14, and they had to stop because they got a lot of mold to get caught up. And he said they would be back. We're supposed to fix that, plus fix that fence from the losing poles. I had Parks and Rec council people stopped me when I was home and asked me if they'd done any work up there. And I told her, I said, yes, go over and look. I said, I realize they can't get it all done in one day. So, well, that's good. And she said, about the fence, I said, don't get it. Look at it. We went to Parks and Rec board meeting. Stacy and I did that. Everybody ought to attend to it. But anyway, it was good. They listened and it was good. I knew 4 or 5 people in the board that I helped you out. They were very gracious about it. It will get done then. It's looking better. And we did. Guys working on it, Gary. Got a little upset with Stoneborough about some guy that run the loader didn't know how to measure peak gravel because the guy that normally doesn't. If you tell me 4 tons, he puts you 4 tons. So I don't know who the guy was, but it wasn't you. And so that other guy is in the spot with what you need. He knows exactly how much. So, I compliment you. Jody Benning.
Got a question.
Yes.
Can we do anything about the junkyard?
This one here.
No.
That is.
That was there.
I'm
It's out of limits.
town limits, and I'll tell you what you need to do is get a hold of the, county
County?
commissioners and raise King with them about it. I didn't like it because you got junk cars sitting there and then things are leaking oil, antifreeze, any of that. And going down that creek, running right down through the old clinker place, right? I've been asked quite a few times about that junkyard coming in the town.
I was brought to my attention from people in Batesville.
They do, but
You know, your town is looking nice, but we got the junkyard. At least they could put a fence around it or something.
you know, proper treatment should. That's up, that's the
Yeah.
call Mr. Pavel or Mr. Winning or Mr. Nava, right, Andy? Those 3 guys are county commissioners. Winning, Nava, and Pavel.
Yes. I think.
Yeah, but that's.
I mean, Brian Wedding and, Sam Hazel, yeah, Jerry. Hazel.
Okay.
But that's who has to deal with. I understand what you're saying, I've been asked many times. All right, next up, inside the building, everything's okay there. We've got a new paper for people rent the building. They have to sign for, leave it the way they found it. Means if you use that kitchen and don't leave that stove dirty, it's a new one. And, what else was it? Mr. Gander, came in to recently the carpets in here for us, and we had some stains when we hit clean the building. It's very nice, I mean, he didn't charge us. It was very nice. Anything else inside the building, ladies? Budget and insurance, we're all good there. Permits and ordinances, we already read those. Courthouse and a lawyer, you've seen the steps that we have to go through to do liens and all that, so it's. And any liens we file in anybody lives in Franklin County, we have to go away to Brooklyn. Just another. All right, COVID-19, ready, ARPA, we're through all that, we don't have any ARPA money left, or any money we don't either, right? Correct. Okay, vehicles, Andy, everything good?
Yep,
Car's good, and the Bobcat, did you get the plate, skid plates, whatever you had to have fixed on?
we'll have, all that done, we take everything and get a service at the same time.
That's good.
So we'll be looking probably scheduling October or we for, or November.
It's good, that's all, we're ready to, for the school bus.
Yeah, we will have to do a little bit of, tree trimming work here the next couple of years.
Oh, I got it. The one on, back there on. 215, yeah, way in the back, you still got to trim in.
Yeah, so you actually go around and look about the trim right here at the stop sign.
Okay.
That tree right here, because it's, Gary did it before, it's coming back down again. through the bus, like everyone else through there. There's one over by the park, it's going to be trimmed.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, I think the rest of them are all shoot centers.
While you're trimming those. Down there on that street. Is that 210 down there by Bob's trailer or something like that?
Well,
That was what I was about.
Once you make that corner and, the trees right there where that culvert goes under. Shirley is access, we can trim them trees up.
And
try
again,
to get to
Okay.
and again.
Okay, that's the other thing we're bringing up too. We have sent a letter to Mr. Sibbett to have him get that office trailer out of down there. Because he's not allowed to have that in, that pond's not big enough for the residents. He's supposed to be getting that moved out, plus he's supposed to fill that ditch in.
Increase. We give some of the.
Yeah. So I'm, he's not really doing that. Anyway.
Driving
We'll get him, and his entrance.
yeah, here next
up
couple
in the
three
box,
months.
dragging his feet on that.
Well, the area plan gave him 30 days to move that several months ago. And now the area plan is saying, oh, but your town incorporated, so you guys have to take care of that.
That's the buck.
Mhm.
So we send a letter, and if he does not do it, you know, request the time, and we'll have to turn it over to our lawyer. Same way with the house back there that's,
Mr. Peters, you should have already gotten her letter.
Yeah.
We can't do anything about the house,
right,
but the vehicles and the feeds.
get it all cleaned up.
But now, Mr. Lewis,
Yeah.
that house, Spencer felt like it needed to come down. So that's to Spencer also.
That is.
Anyway, area plan light, D.
I'm sorry?
Area plan light, D.
You?
Who, you don't have a plan commission?
Right.
Okay, so who takes care of, if you have to get a permit for anything, who do you go to?
You go there.
Area plan.
Okay, so they're saying that they can't tell this guy, he doesn't meet the plan, does he?
He didn't go to get a permit.
Well, okay,
Yes.
so how is it not their problem?
Well, he is talking about back to,
Well, if you don't, doesn't matter,
because he didn't know.
but that is a responsibility.
Yes.
If you had, yeah, you're a town, if you had your own plan commission and your own zoning, that's, no, you know, that would be your responsibility, yes. But you're within the area plan of the county. They're at your biggest overall.
Yeah.
Okay, we've done. Everything's good there. Fire department, Mr. Gary. We're on the new successful peach second fundraiser. Raised $10,000 profits off peaches, so that was good. Had another applicant. Young man, 18 years old, turned in his application at last Tuesday night, turned in his application. I believe he's gonna be voted in without any issue whatsoever. So we're still, things are going in the right direction. Get some younger blood in there and, young blood. Yeah, old guys. Yeah. Well, that's just my Emily and I was talking last night as far as the people that are living in Newport now. I think I've been in Newport. Oh, and if I, no, it's had, go down the streets and figure out, it'd be me and then you. Is it Prince? Is it Prince? Everybody's gonna, they've been here since the sixties and feel it. Well, that's what we got in there.
Kind of North Reading, sleeping there.
I know, let's see, like, yeah, I live out there by the, yeah. We used to know everybody. We lived there. Yes. Virgil would get the papers on his way home from Gettysburg every afternoon, drop them off, then we delivered. So it was good. All right, events coming up.
We've got a chicken supper the 25th this month. They'll serve from 5 to 7. $15 for 3-piece chicken dinner, and 3 chicken, mashed potatoes, green beans, rolls, dessert, drink. Other than that, that's pretty much done till fall after the 25th. All good there.
All right, next up is Mr. Andy Having with the police report.
What did you do to your blood bank?
And getting old sucks. Mhm. Yeah. So for the month of June, there were 12 traffic stops, 5 citations, 7 warnings, 2 cases, and 25 calls. Oh, that should have been cases. I'm sorry. This should not be misdemeanors. It should be flipped over to 2 cases. Sorry.
So we haven't noticed a massive improvement in stopping.
Yeah,
Not speed, they're still,
we're still working on the speed.
I know I catch myself. Boy, 700 pops up.
Yeah, so we'll keep working on it. Hammer away. We got a little bit of paperwork in to do for the new fiscal. Okay, they sent me some letters that they need to have written up. And so I'll get those done here tonight or tomorrow and we'll get that sent off and that should be the last of that.
Is there anything else you need or we all
We're
good?
good. We're good right now.
Town's been quiet.
Well, I've talked with the deputies and we are the quiet end of the county right now. I'm not on wood.
It's good. I noticed we didn't get the sheriff.
Once
I don't know, once in a while, I used to sit over there, but now I drive through in the morning and then. I really like it.
So if it's Durango, it's probably Chris Helmick or Kevin Rohr.
Yeah, or,
If it's the Yukon, it's John's in the Yukon, Organist in the Yukon. And then problem is, you don't know who's in which ones anymore because most of them are all the same. So it's hard to say.
Gather little items. I need to bring them quickly here. The Decatur County Health Department will be at the community building the third Thursday of each month from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Screenings. They are free. If you want your A1C checked, you want your blood pressure checked, you want whatever the health screenings are, you know more about that than I do. I don't know what's all they do. But they,
it varies wherever the hospital decide they're,
my kids, we see a thing in the paper today, they're moving to 10 hospitals and be closing their beginning. They're thinking of their close, one is right there. And that's in perception. They closed several, or closed in several things in Columbus. Bremen or Prince. Okay, another thing is senior pension bingo, second Friday of each month, weather. Arbor Grove bingo, last Tuesday of each month. So if you're bored and want something to do, they said play bingo. And that's good. The building needs to be used. We want to get anything cleaned up and everything's good, right? All right, so anything else, Stephen? Oh, yep. All right, this is on the new rates effective in 2025.
Or 2026, January 1 to 2026, right?
Right.
but we're over halfway through the 25, and might wait to 26.
Yeah, okay, is this what we,
I don't know.
is this what we heard you on with this?
Have some, proposal, but it's very good.
This room here, $100, it's gonna be $200. Right? The deposit is 50, it's going to 100. Deposit you get back, you leave the same way you found it. That's what we. The big room is $300, which is really cheap. It's gonna go to $500. Deposit 125, deposit 200. All these monies go into community building account to help pay expenses for this building. We had to buy that air conditioner. And other things that come up in here, that's what we use for the building.
We've been there how long now? 20 years?
This is a pretty good building.
Really, the only thing it needs is an updated paint
Just
job.
the paint job, that's it.
And it that'll be coming.
We're hoping.
I don't know, I can't.
Rough, yeah, we tried to make it rain. It looks 20 years old. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably coming.
If anybody's got any ideas on grants, let me know.
Yeah, we need to get,
Decatur County Community Foundation, I turned in everything from the grant that we received from them last fall, so that's been zeroed out. She said they had 14 apply for the large grants, and there's no more left of them. The only thing left now are the $2,000 grants. But that's not gonna get us anywhere, so. I don't know, there, but,
I'm gonna finish these, the whole building, right now, you can rent the whole building for $600. It's gonna be $900 for the whole building. But if you look back, what I read, presently, it's $100 in the meeting room and $300 in the big room. That's over $400. You want the whole building right now, it's $600, so you're better to rent each one separate. That was gonna be, yes, Randy. And so we see where our mistake are. So the whole thing would be $900.
I mean, 6 years ago, I rented a barn down here on 46 for my daughter's wedding. It was $2,000. And I did all the cleaning and all the setup and stuff. And we had to buy the tables and chairs. So this is really a good place. Plus, it's easily located.
There's great parking here. You're
Yeah,
on, you're on
I-
the gravel lot. You're on-
I did the showers in here for them and from Indianapolis and from all facets, he was able to find it easily. And it was easy peasy. So it's still under what's out there in the market today.
Okay, here's, and, AA meets here every week.
Mhm.
Okay, they pay $75 a month right now.
Right.
Which is $20 a week, not even that. 17, 15.
Yeah.
And that's running the air conditioner heat. And now, how many guys they got?
A lot.
There's a lot of them right there. Maybe I'll charge them so much a person. These guys are here because they've done something. That's. I hate to be that way.
you can't charge them a person.
No. All right, their rate right now is $75 a month. That's gonna be $150. The AA chili supper, when they have a bunch of it, is $100 a month, or $100 for that day, but it's going to $200 for that, and they have the big chilies. Positives returned, no damage, and everything is cleaned up. Seniors be here twice a month for bingo, and no rental fee for them. That's the seniors here in town or Dartmouth Township, or even if they're just outside. I don't know. Health Department comes twice a year for school shots and adult immunizations, no rental fee. We still have the Buckmobile here every week.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and she had 5 participants and she was tickled to death.
The more, yeah, the more, I mean, that's 5, that's. Some families are grandfathered in, past administration, and that should be ending short.
Well, the only person we have left is, yeah,
It's like till 2029 or something.
they're paid up through, well, that amount, they paid us through that.
We can't charge them more, but we can show them and say, this is coming out of factories.
Right.
What they pay won't even pay the heat for that thing. Okay, so,
You guys need to decide if that's what you want to go with.
You might want to think it over.
we'll think it over and we will vote on this at the August meeting, because it won't take effect until January. Okay, that good? Good.
They got, go ahead and, they know about it, so they might know what's coming.
Let them know ahead, and if they think they can find somewhere else, roll. They will. Not that.
You ain't gonna find any place else.
Well, they don't pay the comp either, they just pay
There's
the.
no problem. It's all, need a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn the town council meeting.
Gary, open it, Kelly second it, and we are done for the evening. Thanks everyone for your attendance, it's greatly appreciated.